Hi, thank you for joining me on Thoughts to Freedom. My name is Kim, and in my videos, I help people to identify and to change their thoughts to achieve freedom. And today, I want to again further talk about the two thought systems that are like two different radio stations, one from the ego and one from spirit. Most of us, I would venture a guess, are part of the 85% of all people that listen to their ego and only their ego. They are not able to access their spiritual thoughts because they don't believe in it or were never taught even that it exists, let alone how to access the spiritual side of life. This again will bring in 15% of what life has to offer. And if you listen to the spiritual thought system, 100% of all the positive and outstanding life goals and aspirations can be yours. So what is life like on the ego radio station? Now, I myself have gone through the spiritual awakening and just recently the Kundalini awakening. But despite all the spiritual work I've done, I still wake up in the morning with the racing thoughts that are scattered and make me tired. The thoughts wear me down. I'm exhausted by mid-morning listening to this radio station VGO 15. The constant chatter of small thinking really takes you nowhere in life. So now I fully recognize it. That is of utmost importance, that is appreciated and you become aware of it. When you are in that moment of awareness, that is the opportunity to switch your radio station to Free 100 and sail into peace and serenity, the joy, the happiness. Now, is that easy? It's not. It is difficult. And why? Because the ego does not want you to go. The ego mind wants you to stay. The ego is interested in destroying you. The small self wants to keep you down, keep you in your small percentage of what you are working off of. So what kind of thoughts are from the ego? Certainly the pleasure centers in the brain are working overtime and cause the addictions that many of us have. As we all know, they include using substances, food, sex, and this is not from the spiritual brain. Many of us, myself included, have recognized the ego mind. In many ways, this is the lower expression of life. It is those that steal, those that cheat, and the many that suffer from the consequences of the small thoughts. We, however, are programmed by our culture to be like that. And this is especially true in the USA, that we do not have any worth other than being a consumer. Someone who can buy items with money and have a sense of worth by what we own in the material world. And my experiences in life are now many, and I have been employed in places where only the ego is listened to. Only the ego is controlling people's actions. There's not an ability to tap into higher realms of consciousness, grand, awakened states. The Free 100 radio station is not in any thoughts associated with the majority of people. And the Free 100 radio station is God, the expanded consciousness. God is not a parent in the sky that has long brown hair and wears a white robe and is looking down at the population of Earth and shaking his finger, no, 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 and saying, don't you do that. God is not a parent in the sky. According to the author of the book, Why Christianity Must Change or Die by John Shelby Spong. He was ordained into priesthood and was a deeply committed Christian in Episcopal churches in North Carolina. He passed away in 2021, but did commit his life to an open, scholarly, and inclusive Christianity. Actually, God is something outside of yourself for strength, and that is the key concept. How do you get to the grand consciousness? You must start to be aware of your thoughts and they are on the ego level. Many people do not have any concept to the expanded consciousness and live out their days only with the lower thought concepts. Accessing the expanded consciousness is the only way to freedom. And join those that are free and not bogged down by living only by ego thoughts. So again, this program of mine is about the Thoughts to Freedom. The Free 100 radio station is the station that is your thoughts with a greater expanded consciousness. And this is our small radio station we listen to, EGO 15. Again, this is something that you need to be aware of, that there's two thought systems. Now, there's only one mind that all of us work off of. But there are two radio stations, two thought systems, and you need to become aware of them and not live all your days just thinking with your ego. So thank you very much, and I will see you again on another video.